My name is Paul Shareshin,
And I'm Susan Shareshin.
and we're the owners of the Varsity Theater. We're launching a Kickstarter campaign to fund a digital conversion of our theater. We still run film at the Varsity right now, but film's not any longer being produced. So for us to keep going on, we need to put in digital projectors. Digital projectors are very costly, and what's happened over the last few years is the movie industry, and especially distributors, have went to a cheaper format for them to produce, which is basically on hard drives. Instead of shipping theaters film, now they ship them on hard drives and theaters upload them to their digital projectors. So when you go to your AMC or your Regals or your national theaters, they've already been converted to digital because they've been subsidized by the industry to convert to digital, and upwards to 70-80% of their cost. A lot of the mom and pop theaters, most of the mom and pop theaters across the country, were not given this subsidy because their ticket sales weren't high enough for the industry to warrant them to be subsidized. So if we don't go digital, the business can't support it, and we'd have to basically, there's a saying in the business, go digital, go dark, and I think we're on that same page where with a 2-screen theater and no subsidy to support that, we would basically have to close the business. On the one hand, we would lose the movie side of it, but on the other hand, we would lose a lot of the community events, the fundraisers, and all those type of things.
We purchased the Varsity Theater about 5 years ago when it had gone out of business for just a short time, and one of the things we wanted to do was keep it as an entrenched part of the community and make sure that families are able to come here for a night out or a birthday party or a fundraiser. So part of the business plan that we initiated was we're going to show movies, but we're also going to keep it available for community events. And we do a lot of birthday parties and we do a lot of fundraisers and open the theater up to sporting teams. We want to still be allowed and able to do that and support the community in that way.
Granted, without running the movies, we can't do the other part for the community. So that's why we're running the Kickstarter campaign, to actually keep the theater open.
Running a local theater certainly isn't a money-making operation, so we do it for the love of the community, and we want to keep the Varsity in business for just that reason.
The Sorrell building that the Varsity sits in was built in 1927, and it originally housed the Carolina Movie Theater, and a few years later the Carolina moved across the street and the Village Theater was here, and then the Varsity took the same space in about mid-50s. So the Varsity's been here over 60 years, but in total there's been a movie theater in this space for 90 years. There's just a lot of history in this part of the area, so we wanted to keep that going as far as what the theater does. When we opened the theater, a lot of folks came up to us and thanked us because it meant something to them. They might have had their first date here. They might have made a proposal to their spouse here. We opened this theater as a discount-run theater so people can bring their families. College students can come and see the movies for $4. And we really feel strong that, and we see the turnouts that we get, that people really resonate with what we're doing here. We're looking to the community to then come back to us and say, yes, we support you and we want you to do this. We want you to go forward. We want you to keep showing movies the way you've been doing the past 5 years.